Okay, so I'm here to demonstrate to you how to use the SOS retail store. Okay, so the first thing, using the desktop, you have to log in as a user or cashier. So let us first log in as admin to set up our system. Okay, so as you can see, it will open a new window from where the administrator can manage list of the bonus cards, brands, contracts, customers, employees, prices, products, settings, suppliers, as taxes, as well as their warehouses. The admin also can create reports based on customer payments, products balance, product cost, purchase order, sales reports, supplier payments. And admin can also create purchases, receive items, sales, and worksheets. So the first step to do is to add the products to your system. Okay, so after clicking products, you have to create or click create button, and then you can input the barcodes of your product and add some details about the products. For example, scissors, the unit of measurement, and then you can choose what brand, or you can add a brand for your product or item. Okay, then we can save our product or item, and then we can input prices or set prices for scissors. So for example, we buy this product for 15 pesos, and then we're going to sell it for 20 pesos. So we can save and close our form. And so the item is already created, so we can also create groups to group the items in order. But let us check if the item is already the group name is already there. We have the cutter and the scissors, and so we have the available cutter, so we can right click and then move it to cutter and scissors. So we have our scissors. So after adding or putting your products, we can now add or change using prices, but we already set the price of the products. So let us add brands in our menu, so we can access it when we are adding products. So we can now add some taxes for our transactions, because our government required us to pay some taxes when we sell or buy products. So we have to set for example, a value added tax, which is 12% of the necessary to pay to our government for the transactions. Okay, then let us also add warehouses or our branches or stores. So we have the main, and then we have the branch 1, 2, 3, and if you have planned to expand it more, so you have to create additional store or warehouses. For example, you have another branch, which is branch number 4, so you can add branch 4. Okay, so you can save, and then you can also put the address of the store where you plan to put up a new branch. For example, we have in Santa Clara, Santa Maria, Bulacan. And then if you have online, then you can click this button to show the exact location of that store. Okay, so we can also set employees or add our employees, depends on the store or branches. For example, in our main, we have the employee, which is Jose Bagno and Juan de la Cruz. So we can directly add our employee using the warehouses, or we can also go here in employees part or button, then we can click create. So when we click create, for example, we hired Mario Magno, we can set where Mario Magno assigned. For example, in branch number 4, you assign Mario Magno as the employee of branch 4. So you have to click it, and then you can enter some information. So you can decide if Mario Magno is an admin or not. If the employee is only a cashier, so don't tick this admin. If Mario is a store inventory manager, so you have to click this admin for login in mobile version. Okay, so if Mario is a admin or the inventory manager, so let us add him as an admin. So he is the inventory manager of that branch, which have 150 as our assist hourly rate. So that is other details. So we have children or education if you want to put some that information for that employee. So we can also add another. Ayan. So meron we have here the check mark if that employee is an admin or not. So we can also see here where branch is that employee. And okay, so that is for our employee. So we already set the products, the different prices, the brands, the taxes, and the warehouses. Now let us add our suppliers and customers. So let us first add suppliers to our system. So you have to click create, and then you can add the name of your suppliers. For example, Mighty Corporation, located at Malolos, Bulacan. The contact person is Jose Manlapas. If you want to put some other details, so you can save. So when you save, we can also add here some contracts. If we have a contract for that suppliers, we can add that contract file, save. And then we can also, using these suppliers, we can create purchases, or we can generate purchase order. So when you click, the information of the supplier appears already in the transaction, Zemelos, and so on. So that is how it works, the generate button. And we can also select here, for example, Johnson & Johnson. We can directly create purchase order here, and then the details or the information is already created here. So we can specify also warehouses. Okay, so that is about our suppliers. So for the customer, as our regular customer, we can add our customers. So for example, Magdalena Momba. So the address is Poblacion, Santa Maria, Bulacan. So we can save, and then we can add bonus cards if she or he is a regular customer. So what would be the description of the bonus cards? For example, that is loyalty cards given to our customer, which is Magdalena Momba. So we can add, for example, if she has an transaction, so you can input some information here and then earn points. So let us click save. Okay, and then save and close. So that is how we add Magdalena. Wait, what? Okay, so after adding our customers on the list of customers, if you open it, we can directly create sales for our regular customers by using this generate button to create sales, and then the detailed information should appear here in sales order transactions. So we can also choose or create using the list by selecting or highlighting the regular customers and then click generate to generate sales directly using our customers list. Now, so that is all about the manage list menu that we have. Okay, so after managing these items, we can now do our transactions. So for our transactions, we have purchase order, receive items, sales, and also the worksheets of our employee. So our employee can enter their time in and time out using these worksheets, these menu worksheets. So we can log in, or the employee can log in their name and then their start time. So for example, they start, then they can now start working on their time shift. Okay, so as an admin or administrator, so we can see purchase order, or we can create purchase order. We can also have the ability to receive items and do our sales. So for this desktop version that serves as also our server, so our cashiers can use this desktop version as work for their sales. So we can log in the cashier. So the only options that she can see in manage list, it has having the access for the bonus cards of our clients or customers or regular customers, so that she can create bonuses for our regular customers. She can also see or view the different products in list. Yan, the details of the information plus the warehouse from where she can have a sale transaction. So click sales, so click create, so as to start sales transactions. If that is a regular customer, we can add some details for our customers. So we can also set from what warehouse or store available the item is, and then set also the taxes given to our government. So the cashier can add items directly, and then the price appears, also the unit of measurement. So she can enter for example quantity 3, and then it automatically computes the total of the item. So whether the item is taxable or not, we can tick or untick this part. So this is untick, so the tax amount is 0. If we tick taxable, it will add or compute automatically the tax amount. Then we can also add another, for example 1 notepads, and that is not taxable, so still the tax amount is 720. So if we tick it as taxable, so it became 1440. So whether the item is taxable or not, she can decide na po. So we can now save our sales transaction. So the cashier can also or directly create sales by going to customers list after searching the name of the customers, and then she can generate sales directly. So Miriam Sita, and then she can input some details or information about the sales transaction. So that is our desktop version on how to use this SOS retail store as admin and as cashier. So on our next, the mobile version, I'm going to use this emulator to demonstrate, since my cell phone is already broken due to more testing upon development of this system. Okay, so here's the main screen that we can see when we use the SOS Retail Store Management System. So it will ask for a username or a password, so only the cashier and the inventory manager can use this system. So it depends upon the username and password given or set to your employee, if he or she is a cashier or an inventory manager. So let's first open the cashier. So we're going to use the user as the username password set earlier. So we have here the 4 buttons that we can, or the cashier can use for her transaction. So this one is the to scan barcode to add products. So let us use this one. So we can use the capture screen because I cannot use the camera for this one. So let's add a barcode, and then it will appear the information. So the barcode already registered. So let us input a product. For example, we have the Z-Source. Now if we're going to add this product, and then the brand details, for example, then so let us use the brand, and then we can save this one, and then save or close or done. So let's try again to scan the barcode that we added earlier, if the system accepts that barcode again or not. Okay, so it says that the product barcode already exists, adding is cancelled. Okay, so the next one is the sales button. So from where the cashier can add sales using manually or by scanning the item. So the cashier can also input the details about the regular customer, or if it's not a regular customer, so she cannot fill this option. Okay, so we can add here manually for the mobile the item which available in the system. So it gets a price, quantity we can input, for example 5, so it automatically computes. So we can add manually. So let us try to add scanning barcode. Okay, so for example we have here we scan that item. So we have here the other item, which is the scissors. So two scissors for 35 pesos, compute 70 pesos. Okay, so if the item is taxable, so we can check or tick that item or untick both of them. Okay, so to add sales, so we can also add memo. So that is how we use the sales transaction for the mobile. So the cashier can also view products by groups, or it depends on the alphabetical order. Okay, so the cashier can also run or create reports for sales within a day, within a week, or a month, etc. The cashier can also print receipts for the transaction. So let us try to add another transaction to display the report. Okay, so let us try if we can see the report. No, so we have here the item, and then we can save, and then we can, or the cashier can print the sales receipt. Okay, so here's the sales receipt. So that is for our store cashier. So how about for the inventory manager? So we can log in the inventory manager, and so the available menu for the transaction is the counterparties, from where the inventory manager can see who's the supplier is, the detailed information, and also this button, it can inquire the details about the quantity of the product. So let us try to use check product quantity. Okay, So it display the information about the products, the scissors. So we have two balanced quantity. Okay, so that is for checking the product. So let us try another one to scan if that is available. Okay, so unknown barcode product, so meaning that barcode does not exist in our database. Okay, so next button is the purchase order. So you can click purchase order to purchase product, from where we can select the supplier. Okay, for example, it's Crispalicious. Sorry. Okay, so we have here the address. By the way, we can also directly create purchases in our suppliers information. So we can click and then we can generate purchase order. So we can select what warehouse or store needs the purchases. For example, in the main, so we can add the product manually, which one will be ordered. For example, we need 50 pieces, so it computes automatically the price and then the amount. So we can also use the barcode scanning of the product that needs to be ordered. Okay, so we scan it how many times? Okay, so we can edit the scanned item. For example, we need 30. So it automatically computes. Okay, so we have a total of 16,750. So we can save the transaction of the purchase order. Okay, so we can also receive items. So we can add or receive items based on our purchases. So we can check the purchase order transactions so that we can receive items according to the purchase. So this one is the purchase order that we create, so we can generate, receive items. So it displays the purchase order references as our basis in receiving items. For example, so this one we ordered this item. So for example, the bond paper, we receive only 40 items, so we can edit it and then we can save. And also the scissors, for example, we receive 20 also. Done. And then we can save. Okay, so we have the receiving of items, this one. Okay. Okay, so the inventory manager can also view reports, the stock available, So we have A4 bond paper and scissors, quantity balance, sales reports, and also the purchase report. And then the product cost report. Okay, so that is all about the mobile version of our SOS retail store management system. So that's it about my output for this final task. I hope you enjoyed listening and enjoyed the demonstration of this desktop and mobile application. Have a nice day. Goodbye.